when COVID started, the general view was work from home. Instead of 2 BHK, you needed 2.5 BHK. If you have a 2.5 BHK, take a 3.5 BHK. But that work from home has now normalized. And that is something which, in a sense, nobody thought that would change so dramatically. How do you see the home buyer shifting preference in the normal world? Because the compulsions of a home buyer in 2021, 2002 was also centered around the fact that he could be working 3 to 4 days from his home. He needed a study. He needed an extra room. I mean, when we were working from COVID, my son needed a room, I needed a room. So, those factors were at play. But now life is back to normal. How will this change life for real estate demand, trends, and for housing?
COVID has changed everything. The attitude to a home has changed. A person thinks about a home very differently than what he used to do before COVID. Yes, I agree with you that work from home has not really picked up in the way it has. But the value for a home has definitely increased before COVID, and that has not gone down. So the need for a good home, a little bigger home, a requirement of having facilities around the home, whether it's a clubhouse, whether it's a school, whether it's a retail mall, whether it's availability of all the other factors which we look into it, has definitely continued to grow. Number two, the middle class demand for luxury goods has gone up. Suddenly they want to aspire to have what the rich have. Maybe not the most expensive model of whatever you're talking about, but they certainly want the facilities which the rich are having. So I think the middle class aspiration model post-COVID is very different than what you saw before COVID. The entire attitude has changed. Your home should be little better. They somehow are looking back to that part of it, and that has not changed. So unless this again takes a reverse change, as you may see in the future, I'm seeing this to be a perennial aspiration, which all sectors of society are doing. I mean, and it's wonderful to see this happen in the country, the attitude which is there. So everybody now wants to pick up things which I think 10 years ago, they never even dreamt that the house should have XYZ. Today, they want all of it and more. And in the future, my view is that they are still looking. They travel overseas. They travel all over the country. People are more mobile, more flights taking to destination. They are seeing what the country is about. The social media, my God, it has just changed your whole attitude to how life and living is going to be. So social media teaches them what they can possibly get easily, and they want it today. So I don't think this is going to be a setback at all. This is perennial, and unless the country comes down in any way, which I hope and pray it does not, and we continue to grow as the fastest growing nation in the world, people will still desire to have much more, whether it's affordable segment,
right,
whether it's the rich segment, and of course the rich segment,
right.
It's the best in the world.